6 weeks after I finished my last chemotherapy that my hair finally decided to start growing back. I was in America at the time having my proton radiation therapy treatment. I was probably, most likely, lying on my bed watching a funny cat video on YouTube or something, and that's when I noticed it. At first, it was fine. It was just these tiny little blonde bits of hair that were growing at the back of my head. I mean, no one even had the time to stop and notice. It wasn't until about 6 weeks into my proton radiation that I started to notice it properly. These little brownie, blondie, black bits of hair started to blossom out the top of my head. At first I thought nothing of it. In fact, it was actually quite cute and very soft to touch. By the time I got on the plane to go home, it was covering my whole head. It was quite noticeable, so much noticeable that the plane assistant in fact called me a boy, but that's another story. I was quite excited to say the least. I mean, I had literally had no hair on my head for the better half of a year. It was just perfect. It was all a girl could ask for in her last chemo rendezvous of hair growing situation, and that was until it started to grow and grow and grow. At first it was only little bits of hair and little curls at the back that you wouldn't really take much notice in if you were just strolling by on your average walk down the street. As the weeks progressed, it got worse. It started growing into this untamable curly afro, and let me just tell you, I have tried everything. I have tried hats, caps and beanies. Let's just say, as much as they try and help, they don't exactly agree with my bank account. So I decided to try something new. I was in the shower one day with a comb and my conditioner, and that's when I decided that I would slick back my head. I got out of the shower and I thought I was going to look great. I was ready to look at myself in the mirror, and then I finally did. Oh my god. That's when I realised I looked like a 50-year-old man who was trying to pretend he still had hair by giving himself a comb over. So there goes that idea. Then I tried to do bandanas, and these worked for a little while, at least until my hair started to get a little bit too untamable. I would put it on the front of my head and then it would look like I had a bird's nest at the back. So it was all subtle and subdued at the front, and then it was all party at the back, let's just say that. Okay. And of course, my hair isn't necessarily long enough to tie up at the moment, and if it is long enough, let's just say I look like a unicorn. I thought I was all out of options until I discovered hair gel. I was searching in the bottom of my bathroom cabinet until I came across this hair gel that I must have used back in my dancing days. I got a lump out of the container and put it in my hand, and I put it in my hair and started to slick it back. I picked up a comb to try and brush through it, and that's when I realised it had set to as hard as rock, and there was no getting through that hair. So I've now come to the conclusion that there is absolutely no way I can tame my hair. I've learnt to embrace my curly hair, and let's just hope it calms down soon. So I hope you enjoyed this funny little video. I hope it wasn't too weird for you guys. I was just in the mood to do something a little bit different. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and to let me know in the comments below if you like this type of video and if you want to see more of them, because I'd totally be down to do that. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye! Mwah.